Okay, this is a video for Math 1325, quiz number 1, problem number 4. Just want to point out a couple of things here. You're given a price demand function here, you're given a revenue function here, and you're asked to find a couple of things. The graph, then you're also asked to find which output produces the maximum revenue, and then what the maximum revenue is. So what we want to do is we want to focus on the revenue function, which is here. And I get this by first taking this and distributing that x through the parentheses here. And that gives me this, and then I rearrange it in what's called descending order. So highest power of x down. Okay, now we need to know that anytime you have something with x squared in it, that this is going to be a parabola, and that parabola is going to open down because of the negative in front of the x squared, which is called the leading coefficient. So we know that the parabola is going to open down. Now, before I even go try and look at the graph and pick which one it is, I'm actually going to find what's called the vertex of the parabola, which would be this highest point here. Okay, that vertex can be found using a formula. So I'm going to call that vertex the point HK. That's the common terminology we use, or the common letters we use to represent that point. The H is just the x coordinate of that point, and the K is the y coordinate. Now for us, the x coordinate will correspond to the output that gives us the max, and then the y coordinate is the actual maximum. So once we find H, we'll be able to answer B. Once we find K, we'll be able to answer C. So to find H, we use this formula here. I apologize, I've been sick all day. H will always be equal to negative b over 2a. Now, what's negative b over 2a? Well, what you have to do is you have to be working off of the idea that every parabola can be written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Now, for our function, okay, our revenue function, we have the a in front of the x squared, that's negative 3. We have the b in front of the x, which is 110, and then we do have a c, but it's really a 0. There's nothing there. So what we've done here is we've identified a to be 3, negative 3, sorry, and b to be the 110. And now I just plug into the formula. So to get h, I calculate negative b over 2a. Negative b is negative 110 over 2 times a, but a is negative 3. Now I'll multiply 2 times negative 3, get negative 6. I have negative 110 over negative 6. Negative over negative is positive, and then I reduce the fraction, meaning that I look for a number that can go into both. So these are both even numbers, so I divide by 2, I get 55, divide by 2 here, I get 3. So this fraction represents the answer. Now as a decimal, here's what it is, but this is what the computer wants, because they want it as an integer or a fraction. So I'll leave it as 55 over 3. Now, to get the k, which is the maximum output, all we have to do is take the answer we just got, h, and plug it back into our function. So we're going to take our 55 over 3 here. We're going to take that and we're going to plug it into the function for x. So remember, I've got negative 3, this is our x squared, plus 110, and then here's x. Now, plugging in, I have to actually square 55 over 3. So I get on my calculator, I square 55 and get 3025. I square 3 and get 9. Over here, I multiply the 110 is like 110 over 1. I multiply straight across. 110 times 55 is 6050. 1 times 3 is 3. Now, the next step, I'm getting a weird line through there. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything about that, sorry. Now what I did here is I reduced. 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 9 3 times. And so that gave me 3025 over 3, but it's negative. Over here, I had my fraction 6050 over 3. These two fractions have the same denominator, so all I do is take negative 3025, I add to it 6050. That gives me 3025 over 3. But on part C, they want it as a decimal, so I plug it into my calculator and I get approximately rounded 2 decimal places, 1008.6 0.33. Hope this helps. If you have any more questions on any problems, let me know. I won't always make videos, but when I feel like it's something that I can't really do any other way, I'll be happy to do that for you. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.